All right, good morning. Welcome everybody on this lovely Wednesday. And before I get started, let's just start off and give a big round of applause to all our veterans. It is Veterans Day. I'd like to thank you for your service. I know we have a lot of veterans here that are students here of ours here at CyberTradingu University, and I know listenings around the world. So thank you for your service. We always appreciate it. Thank you very much. So regarding about what's happening over the course of the day, we got a lot of nice little stocks on moving this morning. I know some of you saw this FPRX right now taking a little bit of a hit. It's up about 284.5%, but obviously being a pharmaceutical stock, you always tell by the name. Just on the last word itself kind of gives it away. But overall, there's a couple of stocks out here. Honestly, I was really not that impressed in pre-market so far. Listen, we had this really big rally on Monday. Yesterday, I was flat. Today, as of right now, there's not really that much going on. And that, you know what? That's okay, because you have to know when to trade, when not to trade. Sometimes it's better not to trade than to trade. But we're going to check out some of the stuff and see what's going on. And but before we do that, let's just go turn over and see what happened yesterday. There were a couple of good stocks that did make a couple of decent moves. I want to bring them up really quick before we do. I want to start off with the G Tech. Okay, so hold on, spelled it wrong. There we go, G Tech. So that stock right there, actually, I go a little bit further. So that was more of a pump and dump type of stock. Let me just fix here so people on YouTube could see a little bit better. You could see a stock went from 3 to 10, and then right around 11 o'clock, it just came right back down. I think we all did pretty well and made money on it. Kind of played a little game with us in the middle of the day because I thought it was kind of done. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, thing just kind of more or less took off. We're done here around 10:30. So with that, I mean, just out of nowhere, thing took off. But it was another typical pump and dump. Nice little algorithm, short squeeze, what we call that did well. I know something did well. So you guys give yourself a nice little round of applause on that one. Another stock that was crazy was this JMIA. Another stock went from 12 to 14, right back down to 12. This stock took a big hit. You could see a gap down from 17 down to 12. Try to make a little bit of a comeback. Basically, it was a great short. I mean, everybody who shorted did really well right the open, and then obviously had a retrace and came right back down. That one was pretty good. After in the afternoon, a lot of the airlines, American Airlines, all of them, they all took big hits. They started coming back down to kind of some type of reality. I thought they were going to do pretty good on Monday with the news with the vaccine coming out. But listen, buy on rumors, sell on news. So we could see what happened. American Airlines kind of didn't work out too well. Wistia was another one. We're going to keep an eye too. That one had a nice little move yesterday, and the VC and X. VC and X. Can't type. That thing just had a right afternoon rally. You could see that stock just really just took off from $1.80 to 230. All right. So anyway, that's yesterday. It's over. Forget about it. If you made money, you lost money, you broke even. Today's a brand new day. That's what I like about day trading. You come to work, and you know what? You can come with a clear head. The whole thing is try not to bring the negativity and the positive. What happened yesterday? It's a new day. Start fresh. Okay. So what's moving this morning? There are a couple of stocks on the watch list, and I'm going to bring them up. We had them. Now, I was a fan of this stock, Mayo, MYO. This stock went from 10 to 40. You could see it's been dwindling up little by little. I actually did a little bit of a swing trade on this stock. But I mean, I didn't buy a lot of it. I've had it for about ever since it started trending up the last 5-6 days. And then sure enough, being in the right place at the right time, it started going up now. So I want you guys to keep an eye on it. It's, traded pretty decent amount of shares in pre-market, 87,000. Market's not even open. That one's not bad. We'll keep an eye on that one. FPRX is another one that came up on the radar. You're all very familiar with it. It's the biggest percentage gainer right now in the market, being at 290%. But the stock, you could see in pre-market, it's starting to dwindle down. It's starting to trend down. So it's up a lot. Listen, you got to ask yourself a question. If you were up 300% this morning in a stock, What do you think it's going to do? Go to 30, go to 50? I mean, listen, you guys been stuck here at $5 for almost a year. Now the thing is worth almost 20. You don't think people can take a profit? So that's something you got to be very, very careful of when you see something like this. P I'm sorry, FPRX is the same thing. I mean, this one right here. I actually was the wrong one I meant. I meant this, the PSHG. Well, let me just put that right there. So this stock just started taking off immediately. But you got to be careful of it. Look on the right-hand side. The stock literally has no orders out there on level 3. The reason why that is, it's a penny stock. So you got to be careful. Penny stocks don't mean they trade at the penny. Penny stocks can be $8 stocks too. But I'm actually shocked because I need work. I have about 7 stocks. This one is number 5 on my list. And sure enough, just at 9 o'clock, the thing just popped from 550 all the way to 840. So thing's really taking off. It literally, I'm just going to show you right here. You guys see it online, but it's on my list. Does everybody see that? I wrote it down, and you could see it. I always make my list before we start. And sure enough, look at that. Thing just popped out of nowhere. So I guess I'm a little late to the game because I had to do this webinar, do our morning meeting. But that's okay. There's always new ones, right? There's always new ones. All right, so here's another one that's up about 45%. F Tech. Now this one, it's got a nice little spread, very tight. You could trade a lot of shares if you're an advanced trader. You could get out of 5, 10,000 shares. You could see it there on the right-hand side. But it's going to take a lot to move this stock, a lot to move it. So, but it is gapped up pretty nicely. IMRN, we all remember that one too very well. We traded this stock. You guys remember it from 5 to 30 in one day, and then it did it again back in the end of July. Went from like 10 to 20. She's up. Go to your journals, check them out, see how you trade, see how things worked out. Some of you will probably remember it wasn't the easiest stock to trade. Had some big spreads, very small tier sizes from what my memory's telling me. But I'm not too guaranteed. I got to go back to my journals and check. But this stock obviously just came out of nowhere, and here we are. Surf is also moving, but now she's starting to back off. I know some of you guys called this out, and now all of a sudden she's starting to back off. Maybe I want to put a pass on this one. FUBO is another one that came up on my watch list, up 23%, 300,000 shares. But pre-market looks ugly. It's not really going anywhere. So this I'm going to put on the B list. 2 more. GNFT. We're going to keep an eye on this one, up 28%. The stock got destroyed. You can see it from 22 all the way down to 8. Now it's down to 3. It's gapped up. Looks like it's going to be testing some resistance levels back in July and August, which is pretty nice. You got some nice orders. I can see a 10,000 share buyer sitting out right there, advertising at 505. That's pretty substantial. Not really seeing any big iceberg orders on the offer. So listen, you could see that's why it's kind of holding here right around this $5 price range. Going to keep an eye on that one. And another one, regarding about swing trading, GE has been dwindling up little by little. I don't know if you guys noticed this. It's not up a lot, but there's a couple of stocks that really took major, major hits. And I know, I would keep an eye on that one. NIO. Not NIO. I'm sorry. NIO. That thing is starting to back off a little bit now. I mean, this thing has been on the rocket lately, but I would be careful of that support levels. I told you I sold my Pinterest. That thing started backing off pretty fast. Really came down a lot, actually. And then what else we got? Yeah, Lyft is dropping too, right, Norman? Lyft is also... There we go. Lyft. Lyft and Uber had really, really nice rallies. So there's going to be a little profit taking. Remember, if you're a swing trader, one of the biggest things that we kind of educate you and train you here is that you don't want things going up too fast. Remember, I told you about Pinterest. I love Pinterest. We made a lot of money on Pinterest, but it just went up too damn fast. And the faster they go up, the faster they come down. You like something very slow and steady. So you can kind of like people build support and resistance levels on it, build volume on certain price levels. And, that's some of the concerns that you have, like with Lyft and Uber. They really, really had big runs. But other than that, guys, that pretty much does it. It's not a really sexy morning with some of these stocks. There's not a lot of attractive stocks out there that I thought that was like, bam. I mean, Other than that, we saw this PFMT just take off from nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry, not the PF. I'm talking about this one, the PSHG. HG. There we go. So that's pretty much it. And you can see it's starting to back off. It went up a little too fast. Now, is there anything I'm missing I did not call out? Anything out there? Any stocks out there, cyber traders? Anyone on YouTube, Facebook? We're missing anything? I think that pretty much does it. I didn't really say anything other than that being great. And it's a Wednesday, but it is Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day. So, who knows? But anyway, there's always new stocks that do come up. We will see what happens at 9:30. If there's anything moves, we'll go out there, we'll share it. If you're on YouTube and Facebook Live, if you want to join us and see what we're trading over the course of the day, just click on the bottom, like us, friend us, pay the $9, and you'll get into the trading room. And then if everybody else, will broadcast our second one at 2:30 to trade the afternoon. Just always remember, cyber traders, you see something, you say something. Good luck, everyone, and be safe.